G'day, welcome to DJ Paine's Friday Update number 3. Now, before we start, I've got to let you know that I'm being a little bit sneaky. I am actually recording this very late at night, Thursday night, because tomorrow I'm going to be busy. When you're watching this, I'm actually going to be on the Gold Coast, but more about that later on. The biggest update that I need to give you is a massive thank you to everyone that was able to get on the show with me, doing the breakfast show at 96.3 for the last few weeks. Thank you to everybody, too many people to name, everybody that called up and everybody that reached out. It was amazing. But the number one question that everybody has for me is, what's happening next? What's happening next? So the news is, to sum it up very, very simply, there is no job for me at 96.3 right now. That's pretty much all I can say. There's a lot of stuff that the station is dealing with behind the scenes, and they're working on a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't fit in there just yet. Let's just put it that way. If you want to let David Day and the whole crew at 96.3 know, that you enjoyed it, that's great. And thank you to everybody who has done that. I know they've been inundated. That's their words, not mine. But right now, that's where we've got to leave things at 96.3. But as I said, as you're watching this, I'm on the Gold Coast. How come? What's going on up there? There is some very interesting opportunities for your old mate DJ Paine up in Queensland at the moment. Now, I know everybody in Victoria is going to go, don't go to Queensland. Everybody in Queensland is going to say, come home, you Queenslander. What are you doing in Victoria? So I'm up there for the next week. As you're watching this on Friday, I'm up there for a week. I come back next Thursday night. I'm dealing with a lot of Queensland Christian media organisations and people, having some interesting meetings, conversations, coffees, dinner, all that type of stuff. Plus the other big thing, I'm catching up with my family. My mum's up there, my sister and her family, my brother and their family, his family. So I get to catch up with everybody. I haven't seen my family for ages. I miss everybody. So I'm going to be catching up with them. Don't be upset. I will be back very soon, and on next Friday update, number 4, next Friday update, next Friday, which will be February, believe it or not, hopefully I'll have some more details for you about what's going on, with the telly, with me, Queensland, Victoria, what's happening. I'll give you some more updates next Friday. But this is what everybody's loving, and this is what Friday's becoming all about. It is do yourself a favour with DJ Paine. That's right, this is where I recommend something you gotta get into. Now, I'm so excited to be doing this one. This is a podcast, one of my favourite podcasts that I've just discovered last year. It's been going for about 3 years. There's 3 seasons, over 30 episodes. You're going to love this. If you know me, you know how much I love the Bible and storytelling, and bringing those two things together is fantastic. So this is where Justin Gerhardt comes in. Justin Gerhardt is an American pastor. He's been a pastor for 20 years. He and his wife and their 2 teenage daughters have recently, in the last few years, decided to live a nomadic lifestyle traveling the world. They have so far traveled to and lived in England and Croatia, Cape Town in South Africa. They've lived in Ireland. They've lived in Egypt, Belfast, all over the place. They've had an amazing trip. And as they travel, Justin is, has got a studio that he takes with him, and he is creating these amazing episodes of retelling Bible stories. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've heard all the Bible stories before, but just think with me for a second. The podcast is called Holy Ghost Stories. Now, immediately you might think, oh, that's not for me, but stop. Think of the phrase ghost stories, sitting around a campfire telling ghost stories. Now, put that holy word back on there, Holy Ghost Stories. It's not scary, but this amazing podcast retells Bible stories from a very personal emotional and factual point of view. I absolutely love it. I can't do it justice explaining it to you. There is, 3 seasons, over 30 episodes. It's definitely worth checking out. Now, the other great thing about Holy Ghost Stories is that each episode has got a great, fantastic name. So I want you to hear these names and see if you can work out what Bible story matches these names, all right? Some of my favorite episodes are The Lion, The Witch, and The War Zone. Can you work out what that one is? Another one is The Charioteer, The Blind Men, and The Surprise Party. The Rescuer and The Rejects, one of my favorite ones. The Giver and The Taker, that one is amazing. The Alchemist, The Strangers, and The Volunteer. Oh, so good. These are great, great stories. Do yourself a favor. Holy Ghost Stories across all of your podcast platforms, or head over to holyghoststories.org. That's holyghoststories.org. Definitely go over there, say g'day, subscribe. You're going to love what he's putting out. All right, there you go. Friday update number 3. They said it couldn't last. We've done it. I will be in Queensland for the next week. Pray for your old mate DJ. I'll be praying for you, and I'll see you next Friday back here in Geelong, and hopefully have some more news for you. All right, bye-bye.
Sometimes God is just waiting for us to show up. Unarmed, unready, ill-equipped. Not impressive, not fearless, just trying. When we do that, things change. Mountains move, seas part, tyrants topple. This is a story about a song ancient troubadours would sing at wells and watering holes. Lyrics and music memorializing a moment in history that demanded remembrance. It's a song about a story, about what God does when we show up, when we just say yes. I'm Justin Gerhardt. Welcome to Holy Ghost Stories.